Check 26, check 52. Check 2.
They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Slam. Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. 4th 1.
Now Keenum. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, go, Roger. 58, come on. 58, come on. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ringo. Ready?
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What? 180.
They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Keenum. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ric Flair. Rush in. What's that?
Just beating the play clock is gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go tonight. 20. All day, just like that. Just like that. What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Keenum. He's got Burton here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Keenum. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the super.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Goff. And he's going to go down again. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. There's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now on second and 13. Keenum. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got 4 down. Check. Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. 4th one. Hey, watch the slant.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here goes tonight.
At the Bears' 31-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, tight.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's caught by Howard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Merlin. Bravo. Even. 4 down.
Here's Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 30. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. What's that?
Again they run with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We want it. Come to my world. Check it back.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Hey, look. Let's go. We got it.
Now Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. Tighten up.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. look to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3, alert 3.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
They don't.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Rams' 46-yard line.
Let's get it. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. No. Off. Kill. 22, check, cover. 22, check.
Second and 5. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Coming to you. He's coming.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
He's down on the right.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now still to come.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's coming.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's gone. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got some space here. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a 1st down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps.
At their own 37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on, fellas.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out. Watch out. Kill.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch two. Single.
2nd and 13. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Don't get nervous. 52, Mike, 52. You can't block me. You can't block me. You go tight. You got tight. Hop on.
Looking to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They come out here in the I.
Man, I got you. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shoot. Check 43. Check 15. Check 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill. Save. Off.
Montgomery, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The Kick by Tavecchio is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Goff now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Point out.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And no, it's no good. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bears, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile for L.A., any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.